How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Wayne and this is Burnham-on-Sea. Welcome back. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Welcome back to Burnham-on-Sea. So you may see it's a little bit different. I have filmed here before. Not at this end, I filmed at the lower light end, the old lighthouse. I'll send the drone up in a bit, fly it over, and you probably recognise it from one of my videos. That is more a low water mark. Where I'm fishing today, I'm fishing 2.5 hours up and probably 3 hours back after a flounder. To be honest, I had these packed in my car. As I mentioned earlier, I was going to go to Chesil last night and fish first light this morning for blonde rays. So I've got my competition naggers, you know this by now, Atatronics Pro. My 2-piece multiplier rods. Paired up with my Fathom 15s loaded with 20-pound line and 80-pound shock leader. Definitely overkill for flounders. As you know, I'm here targeting flounders, but there could be a nice bycatch today, and that bycatch could be a bass. We've had quite a few bass recently in the Bristol Channel. It's nothing new. By the start of March, they turn up. Normally people are out fishing for cod, the spring run, which can come about now, using peeler crab, and then bang, getting into some 4 and 5 pound bass, which are absolutely beautiful fish in great condition. So I've got a chance today. Rig wise today, 5-ounce grip lead to an imp to a 3 clip down. Pretty straightforward. Cascade swivels, SRT springs, you know how it goes. What I'm going to do, put some bait on it. I'll bring you back actually, talk to you about my bait, get it on the bait needle, get it on the hooks, get it out there. Hopefully it makes more sense than me just showing you a big load of mess going, yeah, that clips into, that clips into. You get what I mean. Bait. So I've not got Tourette's, I'm just going to show you the bait. Bait! Blow lug. They're not massive. They're dug locally around here, and as you can see, look around me, it's completely covered in blow lug casts. That's what these little curls are on the sand. So if you're not familiar and you're brand new to sea fishing and you've often wondered when you walk along the beach what they are lugworm casts. And what they do, they take in the sand through their mouths, they filter it through their body, kick it out. So that's like poo, that's worm poo. It's not like real poo, it's got no sweet corn in it or anything jazzy, it's just sand that's been through a lugworm. Anyway, as I've said to you before, we're matching the hatch. The flounders are coming up onto this sand and feeding on blow lug. So there we go. There's some blow lug, dug locally, all ready to go. I am definitely maximising my chance of catching a flounder today, and I am really trying hard. As I said, the local worms aren't massive, but they're local and they work. They're tough little monkeys though. So just want to put 3 or 4 on a bait needle. As I said, don't do it over the others because all the juice comes out and kills them. And what we've got to do is put it on the hook. Throw them up. You will see I've got a bait stop and a bead and a sequin to stop the worms going all the way up here. If I was to allow the worms to run all the way up here, when you get a flounder, it's going to take it halfway. As we know by now, they got really small mouths anyway and they're quite tricky to hook. You need a bait stop, a sequin, maybe a bead like I've got to keep the bait at the business end. If a flounder comes along, it is definitely not missing out on that hook. That's why I use a sequin and a bait stop. So that's a little tip for you. And there we go. As you can see, I've not got my rods up really high, especially on the close rod. I need to make sure my bait is hard on the deck. On the one further out, it's not a problem. There's plenty of tide. Pulling the line round, keeping it on the deck. But as you will hear and see, I like to keep my lines quite slack. Even though the tide will take up most of that, they're just not dead taut. Just coming up to high water now. No bites yet, but we're very confident. So as you see in front of me, as I've mentioned before, it's a river. So it's a mouth for the Parrot, Brew and the Huntsbill, going out across the Somerset levels. So what you got the salt water comes in, floods up through naturally, and the fish come about 2 hours after low here. They push up around the corner. When the tide turns, naturally, they've got to come back out. So what you find is, you can get a nice run of fish about 3.5 hours before high. And then about 2.5 hours after high, the fish can come back through. And that's what I'm going with. It's pretty Baltic, I'm not going to lie. But wind's got right up. When we got here, there's no wind at all. Change of tide, as normally happens. High or low water, you normally get a rain or the wind gets up. But I'll keep trying. As you can see, 3 beautiful hooks loaded with fresh lugworm. That one's not loaded very well though. I won't even clip this one up. I'm just gonna underarm it, or not really underarm it, but you know what I mean. To coin a phrase, just gonna flick it out there.
Heading up the west coast in the morning to find a place where no one knows our faces or our names.
Oh, it's windy now. Oh, it's freezing. As you can see, this one's clipped right up. Let's get it out there. Try and get this one out in the river. The tide's just turned now, so it's started to pull back the other way. Obviously the water's coming from left to right now. Get it out in that channel, get it gripped in, and hopefully we can get into a few fish. One fish. Oh, there's my other line. That would have been fun. Cast straight from my other line then. That would have been epic. I'd have been in the van. We would have been off home. Everyone. Not gonna pendulum it. Let's get it out there. Little half lob in that channel. And it's raining now as well. That's always nice. Just a little kick in the nuts, a bit of rain. Wow, as you can see, it's raining again. We like rain. Just a little flick on the nutsack for me, just to make it even more painful. But look, I'm blanking. It's about 2 hours after high, and I've not caught a fish. I'm a fishing coach, you know. Yes, and a guide. I'm not doing too good, am I? But look, luckily for me, I'm having a few weeks off of coaching and guiding for this exact reason. It's hard, it's a time of year, it's pretty pants, but I'm here trying, and you never know, that one fish could make it a good session. I'm going to keep fishing. If I get any bites, you're the first one to know. My name's Wayne, this is Burnham-on-Sea. It's raining. What more can you need in life? What a load of bollocks. Just talk shit all the time, don't I? Anyway, thanks everyone. Thanks for sticking with it. We'll catch some fish soon, I promise. I've packed up, by the way. The water's gone out, down on the mud. There's rain on the camera. I'm soaked through again. Occasional showers. My ass, it's pissing down. But look, I'm really bad at fishing. That's all I've got to say about it. No, it's fine. It's March, and I blanked again. That's 3 in a row, isn't it? Yeah, it might be. I actually know in my head I caught some dogfish, but you know, it's what it is. I was hoping to go to Chesil today, and I couldn't go because of the swell and the conditions. Even though it's not that windy, we've had so much weather, it's just kept the sea up, and it's been pretty bad. But I'm soaked. I've given it my best shot. I fished for 5 hours without a bite, so there's no flounders at Burnham-on-Sea. No, jokes aside, it's fishing. I've had a lovely day or afternoon. I spoke to lots of people. I've seen loads of dogs. Loads of dogs of weed all over my fishing kit as well, which is fabulous, and I've just had a brilliant day. My name's Wayne. This is Burnham-on-Sea. I'll look forward to seeing you again somewhere soon. Thanks everyone. Look after yourself, and at least you're not me.